mistake was it anyway? Toastmaster Sabrish, whose mistake was it anyway?
So, as you can see, today we are to deliver a personal narrative which had a huge impact on my life. Before directly getting into that, I want to ask a question. What will happen if you don't ask your child what he truly wants? What will happen if you don't ask your child what he truly wants?
What equally wants?
What he truly wants?
Truly.
I will not about it.
The child will not understand.
He might not anything. Okay, that's fine. So let's see.
Usually parents don't ask.
So parents don't ask. That's the
Yes,
problem.
we don't ask.
So, yeah. I was born in a middle class joint family, and my parents were very great. They usually look for reasons to bounce on each other. My dad himself grew up in a joint family, and he believed that personal duties, joint family duties are more important compared to their own personal desires. But my mom, on the other hand, she was from a rural but yet ambitious family. She always did for what she wanted. She never cared about anything. On the other hand, my dad, as he was the youngest of his siblings, he never made any decisions in his life, and he always followed the orders given by his family and his siblings, and he just stayed that way depending on his family. But my mother, on the other hand, she grew up independently. She lived in Bangalore, Hyderabad during her teenage for her education. So this might seem simple while hearing, but it's way more complicated. And I'm saying this from my first-hand experience as they did. So I would like to share an incident which still I couldn't forget in my life. Once I was watching the famous Nagasporan serial with my grandma in her room. As the serial was getting interesting, my dad suddenly stormed to the door. Seeing him, I got excited and I ran to him to tell him that I got three send-ups in my school as I got the report card on that day. As I ran to my surprise, he just slapped me so hard. I was shocked. I didn't know what happened. Hearing that sound, my mom even rushed to the room, wondering about the sound. And he went like, "Why? My dad? Everything's because of you." He made his cousin feel bad by showing off his marks. Now that is great. So he was replying that it was my mistake to make him study. Yeah, he did. Just get out of my house, take your kid and just get out of my house. Hearing this shocking answer, my mom broke into tears. And after my dad left, she just told Rishi, everything's because of you. You always set up things between me and your dad, and you are the main reason for the problems between us. Now just imagine being a 10-year-old kid. I don't know what to do. Many things were running in my mind. Did I really do a mistake? I didn't do any mistake. I didn't do any mistake. Did it really cause any problem? Yeah, everyone's blaming me. I believe I made some mistake. I'm the problem. I was the reason for my parents' depression. No one really wants me. I was even born if I was always to cause any problems. I believe if I were there, there will be no problems. No one really wants me. So this was how my life was during my childhood. I was always silent or blamed whenever I tried to express myself. I didn't know what to do always. I had no freedom. I had no freedom. I was in a life with endless study and forced memorization and no one cared about my feelings really. After I was always rebuked for every request I made, whether it was to go on a school field trip or to try something that got me interest. So I don't know why. I developed a strange feeling of resentment whenever I wanted to speak in the parents' directly. I believe that it was because of these constant rejections. So now I have a question for you. Okay. So how many of you had were just given two options after that? Just to become an engineer or a doctor without even considering commerce or arts? How many of you were given just two options to choose Either they become an engineer or a doctor without even considering about commerce or arts. No one.
No choice at all.
No choice at all. That's the reason only.
Doctor was out of choice for us. There was only the grade was engineering.
Even I had to face the same situation. So I was given only two options, either to go with biology or math. But for the first time in my life, people valued my opinion. But this time, I just used to go with my parents' opinion because I didn't have any much confidence on myself. So I was put into a group which had both biology and math. So later, for this, I was sent to Kota, a city in Rajasthan, for my JEE preparations. After going there, I felt the real taste of freedom. It's too good, just believe me. So I felt like a cage got opened up into the sky. And I got some new friends who had mobile with them. I spent many nights watching movies with them, without thinking about anything. And time was a completely different game when I was scrolling through reels and shorts. Suddenly, after I didn't know how the 2 years went by, and I was in the month of January. I had my final exams within 3 months. I didn't know what to do. I felt all hopeless. I really wanted to speak with someone. While everyone was racing around me, it just took I was paralyzed by fear, by regret, and by the feeling of how my parents might react without even understand. I really want to speak to them, but I didn't. So what do you think I would have done? Being a kid in the situation, what do you think I would have done?
Stay silent.
So actually, I ended up hanging myself to death. That's what happened. The truth is, it's not my story exactly. It's the story of something your J aspirant who hung himself to death. His parents were bashing their heads against the wall, telling them we would have helped them if we had told us. But he didn't have enough confidence on them after being run with them for almost 20 years. I didn't know how to tell this, so I wish to conclude my speech by asking a question: whose mistake was it? Was it the mistake of the student, of the kid who was hesitant to speak with the parents, or the parents who were never willing to hear?
Parents, I agree. Parents